Hello, hello, beautiful people, and here we are today with another exciting matches for Victory Arena Season 2. On the left side, we have Team Blueprint, on the right side, we have Sperm Deficit. And with me, I have my co-caster, Ifrit.
Hello, Sunny. How was your day?
It was good, same old, same old. What about you?
It was good. I was just working throughout the day, just got free, and here I am doing my duty as a caster. So we have started with the ban. We are in the draft mode, and the blue team gets the first ban. So, Sunny, did you play in that Rising tournament?
Wait, what, Ifrit?
Did you play in that Rising tournament today? That
Absolutely, man. And I
new.
even won, I guess.
Oh my God!
Neighborhood
Look at the
champion,
pros.
Who said that?
Galita champion.
That's your
Neighborhood.
team I literally invented
And we
one.
have a chip ban. That's an
Uh,
interesting ban.
a
And
decent ban.
considering, yes, the chip did get a buff recently.
Sand rises when I
Your
give the
team
word.
is banning.
And a Khalid. Oof.
Khalid is a good ban. He can be countered with Phobius and other CC mages who can give airborne effect. But Khalid gives a lot of damage and has a lot of mobility and is a flex pick.
Only
Can be used as
love
a tank
and
as
night
well
Your
as
team
EXP
is
laner.
everlasting.
banning.
A classic ban Sicilian.
A roam Khalid dishing out the damage. How
The
can a
Immortal
hero
One
do so
chose
much
me to
Your
damage
vanquish the
team is
even on roam?
shadows
banning.
that plague this world.
Well,
Time to take the
Khalid
field.
and
Your
Akaya, two
team is
heroes
banning.
that I hate because of the damage they give even building tank.
And a pretty basic bans, a Sicilian and a Bruno ban. Burst damage heroes, late game
Sir,
demons.
what's your command?
And on the right
Your
side,
team
we
is
had a
picking.
Fanny, the assassin ban on the right side. Is it team?
Butterflies
And we
born
have a
by thy
Zuxian
Your
wish,
pick.
team is
guided
picking.
by
I
lanterns
think Team
light.
Red is going for a MM play. Like they put in their charts on MM to carry them.
Yes, I agree with you, Sunny, but I think the first pick might be something that's open right now. What do you think it is? We have an
Ah,
August pick open.
I think it's a joy. They should go for a joy.
Sure.
My mission
A
is to
Hylos and a
protect
No,
joy.
lives.
they go for a flex pick Hylos. I hope that the Hylos is EXP Lena and we get another tank.
And a
Your team
Terizla.
is picking.
They're so tanky right now.
They are quite tanky over here, but a single carry can melt them down. So they have to ban carry in the next banning phase. Or will the team blue pick carry over here?
I don't know if they will go with carry. Like we don't have a decent carry players, do we?
Yes,
I
yes.
am not the only
Carry is
one
not a
bound by
difficult
this
hero to play with,
chains.
but the positioning matters a lot. While you play a hero with a short range, especially the marksmen like
For
Perry,
honor!
like Bruno,
Your
and
team is
Ixia as
picking.
well. Although Ixia has a lot of range,
I
but
will
Ixia's
find a
positioning
way,
is a crucial thing
even
Your
over
on
here.
team
ice for
is
That
more.
was a
banning.
wise pick from the team red. Valentina can copy Tigreal's ult, and we can see two ultis throughout the game. However, Valentina can also copy Zuxian's ult to escape.
I'm loving that Valentina pit right here, The amount of CC the team Red have right now should surely beat them in this match.
Ready?
And a Layla
Your
ban.
team
They
is
know what they
banning.
can melt them and they're banning them.
Yes, but I think that Leela could have helped with the range when dealing with Zuxian.
Yeah, but she could have easily be danced, right?
So that,
I
Like
well,
a high up
believe
pit
your
here.
team is
And a
banning.
Pia
every
man.
coin has two sides, Sunny. So you have to
Absolutely,
let
Frill.
certain things go.
Time to
Is that
jump
Mia
and beat
a
a
Your
respect
brush.
team
ban?
is banning.
I don't think so. I think it is more of a, what do you say?
I don't know.
They
Mia
might
didn't get any,
nerf.
buff or something. She's just plain Mia.
Kill
Yes, a
all
And
at
saber.
Your
once.
team is
Are they
picking.
fearing? Are they going to use Ling or High over here so that they are banning saber?
it's definitely Hayabusa, I guess. Even a
Yes, but
lane critical damage can easily melt that Tesla and Hylos right here.
considering the red team's picks, I think that they have anticipated the saber ban will lead to a ling or a higher pick over to the blue team side. So it might be that they will counter it by picking one of them, because if the team blue picks higher, the tankiness of Terizla and Hylos might be an issue.
They might be going for a lane then. He have the
No
mobility, he
one
have the
can resist
damage,
my charm.
Your
and he
team
can
is
easily
one
mark that
hero
Valentina and
remaining.
Ranger right here.
Agreed, agreed, agreed. And we have that Granger pick. We all know how Granger works. That Granger, when he gets those stacks, can dish out a lot of damage. See over there, we were right. A Ling or a higher pick. What will they pick as a marksman? A
A Moslov.
Moskov. Is
Quite
that a good
risky.
pick?
We saw a
See
carry
that
right there.
carry? Yes, we
For a
both.
second.
That carry is a good pick over here.
The
But
world champs are back on
uh,
stage.
I am scared for them. They shouldn't be playing right now. This will cost them.
My blade strikes
Okay,
like a
okay.
sword.
Nah,
Your
they got
team
those
is
fast
picking.
hands. You don't expect a link to mess up his pit, right? He should have fast hands.
It would be diabolical if he
Bruh,
did, though.
it's road light, he didn't mess up.
The incarnation of Capricorn is
Martis.
here.
This is like the sixth time I'm seeing Martis in Victory Arena both
And, uh,
season.
and I think every single game of Martis, that team won, right?
Yep. Yes. So Martis is some hero. If he gets fed in the early, it's very difficult to, handle him in the mid to late game stages. Although we have to also consider that Valentina is not a late game hero. So they have to finish it at, let's say, 12 minutes.
But a simple route ulti from Valentina and the follow up from Trisla can easily, make the red team the winners.
Yes, 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 Sunny. And don't forget that Zuxian is also not a late gamer, so to speak. It
The
totally
zoning of
depends.
Zushin would be too good right here. They have a fighter, Hyper, and the Zushin would be a pain in the ass.
That Zuxian has basic emblem, and I think Brave Smite that is. So I don't know what that Zuxian is thinking, but that
She
might
might have
be.
copied that global build. Like I just played Jushin today, and the number one player was using that, and I was like, "What the fuck is he doing?"
Welcome to
People, you
Mobile
have to remember
Legends.
that Zuxian is not
5 seconds
something
till
that
the enemy
works
reaches the
with Brave
battlefield.
Smite.
Smash them.
It's simple,
All troops
basic
deployed.
of MLBB. And
Absolutely,
both the
Fred.
teams are starting with their EXP side of the buff. See that Valentina trying to get that early advantage by taking the minions, but no, that Zuxian is going to zone out.
Like,
Why
look
didn't
at
that
that
Zuxian pick him
Trisla.
up?
Lane
That
cut in
is,
so early.
yes, that lane cutting will certainly help. That Fovia should go for his minions. Look at that. Look at that Valentina and the Hylos combo over there. One is stunning, one is petrifying, kind of. That Ling will have an invade over here. This is
First
bad
blood.
for it, but the Ling gets the first blood. That's something that works out for them. And the Martis steal the blue buff.
Look at
That's
that
bad.
aggression from Team Red right here.
Yes, they know that they need to end this early. Look at that gang. That marksman will go down by Valentina. That was not a wise choice by going back to his lane.
Absolutely.
So Martis is ahead in terms of buffs because he stole one from the blue team side. We also have to think the level 4 difference will come into play right now because the turtle is going to spawn within 22 seconds. And don't forget that, Sunny, the
Mm-hmm.
Hylos has um, revitalized, so it will be very difficult
This
for the
plant
blue team
might
side.
have made the red team won the match.
Won the match? That's too much to say, Sunny.
Absolutely, they dot the turtle. They have the lead right here.
Will the Lynx steal that buff or there will
I
be
don't
no
think so.
contest? I don't think there will be no contest. And what's happening from the Team Blue side? Tank and Phobius are just standing over there. The Link trying his best, but the Zuxian will go out, I guess. No, she flickers away. Okay. The Team Blueprint has said to restart the game. They have to surrender.
I think they should surrender, right?
Yep. So um
Mm-hmm.
I've got a word from the moderators that two team players from Team Blue have been AFK because of some net issues or server issues. We have to restart the game.
Victory!
Same bands, right? Same bands, same picks.
I think so. Same bans and same picks will be applied for this match as well.
Other teams from the same server.
I think so, but there's certainly something going on.
I don't know, man. You need to fix your internet then.
I am getting word from the organizers that the sperm deficit is saying that they don't want to play the game. It's
I think it's a GG then.
I don't know what they are thinking. They will win. I have no idea what's going on. The sperm deficits. Let's see if they are going to come or not. Because two of them have left the lobby.
No, guys, we'll be back with a short break. This is sorted out.
Welcome, guys. Welcome back to Victory Arena Season 2. We are on the day 6. And I am going to be the caster for the day. Along with me is Ifrit. My name is Headrush. And welcome to this game. This is going to be the game between Upper Moons and Overwatch Esports.
Hello, Head. How have you been? So the first game, guys, one of the team decided to DQ themselves. The team Blueprint decided that they are not able to play due to server issues or some
Your team
player
is banning.
issues. So the other team got the win. So the team that got the win was Head. Do you remember? So the team that got the win is Sperm Deficits.
Butterflies born
And I
by
Your
must
my
say,
team
wish,
is
Sperm
banning.
That's an
Deficits has
interesting
by
been,
name.
lantern flight.
well, that tells a lot. So the Sperm Deficits did have a good start. So
Your
I think
team is
they would have
banning.
won the match as well. So now we have an Argus and a higher ban from the team blue side and Zukshin, the typical ban from the team red side. What do you think ahead? Will they ban as their second hero?
It's wise to just take out carry right now if you're going to be going for tankier players. You don't want to take that risk right now. Apart from that, I've been seeing Fanny being banned, still banned. So it's not going to be a big surprise for me if I see either of these heroes getting banned here.
Okay, okay. Let's see what your prediction and the actual result is. I think they will go for a maybe as a
Sir,
long. Oh,
what's your command? Your
no,
team
they
is
are going
banning.
for a fanny ban over here. So head, I did play some matches today and I saw Zilong in his new avatar. So to
Hmm.
speak, the
Ready?
damage is
Go!
too
Your
much
team is
right now,
banning.
and especially the mages and marksmen. You need to be careful out there.
Time to take the field.
Your
That is
team is
true.
picking.
However, I've played against Geelong right now. I have not been playing that much though. So I have not been able to see that potential that Geelong has right now after that buff. Let's see if we get a Geelong in this tournament today.
Yes, head, and the third ban from each of the team has been a marksman. Layla for the team blue and Bruno for the
Your
team
team
red.
is picking.
And that's a Sicilian pick, Sunny's favorite. Unfortunately, he's not there to
Experience the
admire that
euphony of
CC pick over
suffering.
here.
I'll cover in for Sunny. Why, bro, this is my favorite hero. I love a Sicilian whenever it comes in front of me. So that's what what Sunny would have said when if we would have been here.
Yes, yes, head. Sunny is the Sicilian god over here, and we
Certainly,
see
I
a
do respect his
Hylos.
play.
Your team is picking.
We see a Hylos again. Hylos has been dishing out a lot of damage, and with that glorious pathway, it becomes unstoppable along with that revitalize that he has going on for himself. Don't forget that Granger and Hylos combo can deal a lot of damage, especially with that speed increase that the glorious pathway gives to the Hylos and his team members.
Certainly, if used if used in a good way, it could actually play in a very crucial role during the team fights.
Yes, and we see a Gatokacha pick over here, and that Gatokacha has the
Your
ability to
team is
mark that
picking.
back lane and as well as the not just the defense but as well as the attack with himself along with that vengeance.
I feel a little biased upon this alpha pick. Honestly, whenever I've been seeing an alpha come into the game, alpha comes in and he dominated the land of dawn. And probably it's just been one or two games in this whole tournament where the alpha did not perform, but rest all of the games alpha is performing. Whoever the counter assassin or the jungler might be on the other side. So I
Yes,
have my
head,
bets on this alpha.
I agree with you, head, and don't forget that
Hope will
alpha
find
does
a
deal a
way,
lot of
Your
true
team
even
damage,
is
when all is
banning.
and the
forlorn.
fighter meta is here. So picking or banning alpha should be your priority if
Always
you're
on the
going to go
way.
for tanky
Your
picks
team
like
is banning.
Hylos.
Well said, Ifrit.
So, head, the marksman pick hasn't been there for the team blue side. What do you predict the marksman pick will be, considering that you pick accurately told the Fanny man over to the red team side?
I'm a little confused at the moment myself, but Gary would fit in perfectly. I feel because Team Red would be going for a sort of a sustainable XP laner. So I have a feeling Carry would just fit in this combination because they already have two tanky frontliners, and all they need is someone to dish out a lot of damage from a distance.
But top carry's range is a
Your
bit
team is
less as
banning.
compared to other marksmen, so I think they might go for something like maybe a Beatrix, perhaps. And here we see blue team banning Hilda. So I have said this and I'll repeat it again and again until people listen. Hylos um,
Who said there
does
are no
counter Hilda.
shortcuts in
Your
life?
team
I
has
However,
literally
banned.
the
invented
Hilda can be
one.
countered with Dairoth, which has been buffed in this new patch. So I don't see a ban worthy Hilda right now.
They do not want to risk the red team getting the Hilda. Probably that's what their mindset is
My
right now.
kiss grants you
Your team is taking.
And
That's a
why are we
ban.
getting an Alice ban right now, if it?
That's a
What could be the
ban.
mind behind that?
I don't know. I think it's a respect ban. They might have checked someone profile from the Overwatch side, but they already picked a mage. I think they were afraid of an Alice being picked as a hyper.
Hmm, that could have been the case.
Yes, certainly, Head. I
True
think so.
love
That might have
is
been the
like a
case.
gun.
Your
That
team is
Carmilla
picking.
will be very powerful if her ulti connects,
I am the
along with that
moonlight that
Lord of
breaks through the
Vexana,
darkness.
as well as if all the cards fall at the right places. Don't forget the Granger's ulti as well as first skill also deals a lot of damage. Mia, being an unconventional pick from the Team Blue side, though has a lot of potential to go with his ulti invincible, so to speak, and
I will
dish
choose
out
my
damage to
own
the back lane.
path.
Your team is
I am
picking.
actually liking this lineup on the blue side right now.
The immortal
Yes, me too,
wishes me to
considering
vanquish the
Arlott. So
shadows
one
that
of my
plague
favorite
this world.
heroes is Arlott because of number of dashes he has. I don't play it well, but I know a few players. Um, AR Killer plays a lot of uh, uh, al- mm, fighters, so
Arlott.
this is one of his repertoires. And don't forget that Arlott has the ability not just to deal a lot of damage, also sustain, and also can displace the entire team if the chess pieces are at the right places.
Both the teams are equipping the skins as they are free in the tournament lobby. And so to speak about the game right now, we might just be seeing the Hylos going the EXP lane along in front of the Gato Kata, I feel. Or is it
Yes,
going to be Arlott?
it's going
It
to
is
be
going to be
Arlott.
Arlott in the EXP lane.
Yes, it's going to be the Arlott for the EXP lane, and Hylos will have a tough time, I think, because of his Arlott's piercing ability. As I think so, we also have some Fredrin over here, right? That's a Fredrin. So that Fredrin will have the power to change the game, but he requires that Vixana CC to hold them in place. But how much will that affect considering that they have an alpha over there?
Welcome to Mobile Legends.
Certainly. So to speak, now we are underway
5
with the
seconds
first
till
game,
the enemy
technically the
reaches the
second game of the day,
battlefield.
but
Smash them.
first game of the stream.
All troops
Yes,
deployed.
Head. Let's see which teams go for which buffs. It seems like the red team is going for the red buff. Actually, both the teams are going for the red buff. Surprise me.
A little
Um,
unconventional from the blue side. You normally start from the EXP side so that you can give that gold rotation, but they are going for the other way.
yes, but certainly I see some players in the high rank. What they do is they go for the EXP lane and dominate that so that that EXP can rotate during the turtle fight. Because
Just have a look at that bottom lane, if I'm sorry to cut you down, but that Mia is super low.
I missed that, yes. So I guess the Granger damage must hurt a lot. And see that Sicilian falling into the trap. That was a bad positioning from Sicilian. As a mage player, you should know that if your team has given a vision, you should always go from a different side.
Certainly.
Head,
So
are
that
you checking
Fredrin hasn't
something?
secured both of the buffs right now. He's just secured his blue buff and he is not level 4. Same for the Alpha right now. And we're going to be seeing a fight happening at the bottom lane. What is the outcome going to be like? Both the teams survive.
I
Carmela barely
think
surviving.
both the fighters missed a lot of time because their respective mages didn't
First
help them in the
blood.
buff. The Mia getting the first blood out there, and I think the Fredrin will get one blood as well over here.
Suddenly, Fred pulled up late to the fight, but he was impactful. And now we see the turtle is going to be spawning in the next 5 seconds, and Arlott barely surviving from the high loss right now. It is a nightmare.
Yes, it's a nightmare for Arlet. I think the Arlet is having problems because of Hylo's tankiness. But as the game progresses, it might get better. The turtle fight is still on. I think the Alpha will be taken out. That was a bad decision from Alpha without going in properly, without a tank.
There was no support, and that Alpha was yet sure that he can contest this. And this was a sad decision on his end right now.
I think his blue buff will be invaded, and the tank is not giving the vision. He's out there clearing the lanes. This might be a bad situation for the Alpha. The poor fighter is getting ganked left, right, and center. And he
That
was
was
so
indeed.
close to killing that Carmilla. If only he had some backup.
Blue side is underperforming at the moment right now. Red side is going all out aggressive, and their ganks are paying off. And
Their
if this
ganks
is
are
how it's
paying
going to
off.
proceed, that Alpha is going to be in for a very difficult mid game.
Yes, the gold cap is already more than 2K, I think so. So it might be a problem for the team blue if they cannot get the turtle or some kills. There's a Mia getting ganged in the bottom lane. I think the Mia will go down. Surely he goes down.
Blue team needs to pull up their socks. They need to be in position right now. They are really playing behind right now.
Head, this is again, I would say the tank is not giving the proper vision on the blue team side. So that's why they're losing this ganks and fight. The Alpha is playing solo. I believe he should get some support in order for him to dominate. Look at that.
Survives that, and Alpha goes down yet again. This is turning out to be a
Oh,
nightmare for Alpha.
that was a good damage from Sicilian Arlet
Triple
getting in that
kill.
kill. There we go. A triple kill from the team red team sides. So this is something new and that blue buff will go again for the Alpha. Sicilian trying his best, but he doesn't have damage to deal with it.
Fred and popping his ultimate for that blue buff. He's going to be saving his retribution. Oh, in fact, the retribution is about to come in the next 2 seconds, exactly when the turtle is spawning.
Yes, head, and I think is a wise move from the Fredrin using his ult over there. Look at that damage
Carmela
from
with that
Alpha.
perfect ultimate right there. Carmela put that ultimate so
Double
perfectly,
kill.
and we see the outcome of that ultimate connecting. It is going to be a no contest, easy turtle right now for Team Red, and Team Red might just end up dominating this game.
Yes, 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 head, and look at that goal difference right there, over 4K goal difference on the red team side. Red
That
team
is
is
massive.
leading massive, and look at the kills as well, 3 to 12. And I think that right now the focus will be on turrets from the red team side. Look at the invade, they're still going in. They will get that alpha again, I think.
Unstoppable.
Oh my god.
We are at a
Look
goal
at
difference
that
of
damage.
6K already at the
Sicilian's
fifth
damage
minute
is
mark.
coming. The Sicilian's damage is coming in head. I think if they can hold out, Sicilian can be the game changer for this match. The
The
Sicilian should
problem,
retreat, but no, he doesn't.
certainly, the problem right here, for me, I think,
Killing
is
spree.
Fredrin right now. He is turning out to be super tanky, and he's spamming those kills like like he has no cooldown.
Yes, head, and look at that defense that Fredrin is building. Thunderbelt along with that radiant armor, and Carmilla going in with that anti-heal dominance. Same for Vixana as well as Granger and Hylos. So technically, 4 out of 5 people have anti-heal. That is what is creating that gap. Look, that's how you know a team is
Mega
good.
kill.
They know their basics. I guess I missed another team fight over there.
We all know the outcome of the game right now, how it's going to be. If it's going to be like this, the red team is going to be dominating. What the hell was Mia doing right there? Just have a look where Mia died. That was in the turret. It's almost as if she is
They
throwing
have
away the
given
game.
up. I think they have given up because of the tank, perhaps.
Mega kill.
Oh, this is one sided obliteration. It's not just domination, it's obliteration at this point. Alpha still trying to get something done, but
Unstoppable.
the Granger gets him down.
This is painful to watch
Look
if I
at
was a
that
blue team
Mia.
fan.
I think that Mia is fading. He might have already given up because of so many ganks. That's how you get into the enemy's head, not letting them fight.
This is not the attitude we expect in Victory Arena. You've got to fight till the end.
Agreed,
That
head,
is why this is called Victory
Killing
Arena.
spree.
and I think the time for having net issues is only 2 minutes. So even if they had one right now, I don't think the organizers or ourselves would be able to help them out. Look at that. Hilo is chasing down that other file like a rabid dog. See that? Oh my god, see that way how he ganked over there. But that was a good ulti form. Carmilla.
Double kill. Triple kill. Maniac.
Granger
And
gets
that
a maniac.
and that Savage is in the base. I think the team blue has given up because of that
Nina
Mia.
has completely given up. She's sitting at the base. What are we
I
seeing
feel
right here?
I feel sorry for Team Blue at this point. This will be a no contest lot, and I think this is the game for Team Red. I don't think they can win 4v5 not without Mia at this point of time. Ed, what say you?
Yeah, I do agree with you. If Team Blue needs to pull up their socks, they can still give a fight if they want to. This is what the game is all about. You've got to give it your all, and that's when you will see some results happening. A few mistakes. See, if they've just got to survive till the mid to the late game, they need to be at level 15, and after that, it is level. It doesn't matter what scores you are on, what goal difference you
Monster
have.
kill.
Once you have those items, then it's anyone's game. You just have to survive till that point.
Agreed that Granger flickers away, but I think that, oh my god, no, that was a very good CC from Vexana. Both of them escapes and they dodge that Gatokacha's ult, but the Granger goes down. I
Mega
think that will
kill.
affect his stacks. Yes, it does affect his stacks. He's at 44 stacks now. I think the Sicilian will have enough stacks if this game goes on for a bit longer and he can dish out a lot of damage.
Godlike.
Look at that
44
Carmilla
stack
hand.
is quite a lot, but I think it's going to be a GG.
That is going to be a GG. That look at that damage. Sicilian is trying his level best. I do commend a mage who is trying that hard to survive. That's how you should play. I think they need to talk to Mia after this match.
Certainly.
That Fedrin has not recalled. He's going back to his blue buff to get that heal and that buff as well. So that's interesting. Do you think the game will end within 12 minutes or it will go for longer? Considering
I
that
have
Mia
a
is farming now.
See, I have a feeling the game can end at any point of time. It depends upon the team red when they want to end it. But right now, I feel like they're enjoying this now. Look at the scores. It's 631. The farm difference is almost 11,000.
This
And
Mia will die again. I think she doesn't have her ulti.
she's not
Yes.
even trying at this point.
No, actually, the Mia used her ult. I don't know why at that lane clearing time. So the entire red team side is over. His look at that Sicilian's damage. See, the Sicilian can take him down. Yes,
Monster
There's
kill.
not a good decision by Gatot Kacha. There's not a good time to ulti into the back lane. So especially when you're alone, you don't have your damage dealers with you.
Yes, that Sicilian is trying his level best. I'm sorry I'm bringing back the conversation to Sicilian, but he's trying his level best out there.
Sadly,
So is Alpha.
and that's the spirit we all appreciate. Win, loss doesn't really matter until you've got that sportsmanship in you. We are always going to be appreciative of your gameplay. It's what trying what matters at the end of the day. Look at that ultimate from Arlo was really nice, but he
Legendary.
was all by himself.
That follow up isn't there, and I don't think that Gatokacha is tanky enough right now. And even though the Sicilian is dishing out so much damage, I think he's missing a lot of skills right there. Oh my god, and Mia almost, yes, the Mia finally gets the Granger down. That was a good thing that Mia did, but is it little too late right now?
I feel it is late now
Godlike.
to start actually being impactful in the game. But nevertheless,
Unstoppable. Shut down.
it was a well tried from the blue side. However, I expected a little more from the marksman and the tank. They could not perform how
Victory.
uh, their roles were. They should have performed a little more. They should have been more aware about the map. And this just at the same time, Team Red played flawlessly. It was a one-sided domination coming from their side.
Yes, and the score tells a lot of tales here. And look at that Sicilian, 42% of the damage. He was single-handedly carrying the team blue. Oh my god, 90% team fight participation. I do feel bad for you, Sicilian. But that's the end of this game. We'll get back to you for the next match in 5 to 10 minutes.
Welcome back, guys, to Victory Arena Season 2. We are on the fourth game of the day. We had two qualifications which happened earlier. So, this is technically going to be the fourth game, however, the second to be casted at the moment. I am going to be the caster for this game. My name is Headrush, and along with me, I have my dear friend Avi joining me.
Hi, Ed, what's up?
All good, brother. How have you been?
I've been very great today. My day was awesome. In fact, after watching few of the games which was casted before, it was even more interesting out there.
The
And
immortal
my
one
day was
shows me to
Your
perfectly
team
vanquish the
is
executed.
banning.
shadows that plague
Oh,
this
that's
world.
great. That's great to hear.
Day
Sir,
six head,
what's your
like
command?
we
Your
have come a
team is
long
banning.
journey ahead, and that too we are right now in the qualifications only. We are in the elimination round.
Certainly. This is going to be the last day, I'm guessing, and we have this game happening between the NPCs and
Butterflies
on the blue
born to
Your
side and
team
fly
is
TNT on
banning.
the
guided
right side,
by
which is the red
lantern's
team.
light.
And we're going to be seeing some great bands already happening here. A Soyu and a Zuxin band from the NPCs, and a Wise band of Fanny from the TNT side. Even after that nerf, I consider Fanny to still be a great hero on that Land of Dawn. What do you think about this, Avi?
Sure, Head, agree with you that Fanny is right now one of the great assassins, and especially with that mana buff which was done in the last patch. I think so. With that buff, it is being unstoppable, and I think so. A good Fanny user will
Your
easily know
team
how
is
to pick and
banning.
how to use, and especially when it comes to big
Only
games, we
love
have
and
already seen
night
Your
some of the
team
are
is
great Fanny
banning.
picks
everlasting.
and games out there.
Certainly, well said, Avi. We are getting a Sicilian ban from the NPC's side. That's a nice ban. Even after that nerf, I still consider this guy to be a menace starting from the mid game.
Sicilian has always been a painhead, no matter it gets a buff or nerf. Like that, it is that hero that will keep on poking, no matter what.
Certainly. We in the last game that we casted right now, on the blue side, the team that lost, Sicilian was giving his all, and to some extent, he was succeeding as well. And however, he did not have any farm. His team was
Time
losing
to drop
miserably.
the beat of the
So that's why I
Your
flutes.
still
team
consider
is
Sicilian a
banning.
very lethal hero. He needs to be banned
Every
if you're not
bolt
going to be
of
picking him.
mine is a
Your
One
gift.
team
speaking of
is
lethal
taking
heroes,
hits.
we are going to be seeing a Granger coming in for the NPCs.
Granger is actually in the meta right now. Like it's bursting its bullets like anything. It's melting down any kind of opponents, no matter you're playing a
Sound
tank
rises
user,
when I
whether
give the
it's the
word.
mage, MM, especially with that revamp, it is actually unstoppable. Like the damage is insane, and good users are actually playing it at a very crazy level.
Certainly.
We are seeing a Khalid pick. Like I'm not sure about like what's the matter with Khalid, but
Magic is
I
my
think so.
life. Your
Khalid is
team
now
is
better as
picking.
a EXP laner.
I am not the only one bound
It is
by
a
these
mixed opinion right now
chains.
at the moment from my side on this. However, this is going to be interesting. A Khalid versus Povi is coming up for this game. This is going to be an interesting EXP lane fight.
I'm excited to see that Havit pick from the Tenta Toxic team. So that Havit will be dashing around the map no matter how the time goes on.
Stepping away from the game for a second, Avi, um, you see that Rafaela revamp skill that is happening right
Is
now.
like blood.
Your team is picking.
Uh, I didn't saw the
Let me
update
catch
as of
you.
now.
Let me
Like
catch you up. What is going to be happening with Rafaela now? So apart from all the skills that Rafaela had, she is going to be having another skill which is being added to her skill list, and that is going to be resurrecting teammates from any position of the map. You could resurrect your teammates. So I'm also
Okay,
not very
so
sure about what the exact revamp is, but this is what the summary about the buff is.
now we are going to see a four skill with Rafaela out there.
Certainly, and the fourth skill is going to be positioned like how it is positioned for Florin, along with the HP and the flicker or the skill that you choose for the spell.
That that will be very
Your
interesting
team is
actually.
banning.
Head. And as you mentioned the hero Rafaela, I still remember that few years before it was treated as a troll pick. Like if you have picked Rafaela in your team, that means you are trolling out there.
Gone are those days now. We are going to be seeing a Rafaela coming up in the next meta.
For sure, I'm very excited, and especially all those users are who play support and tank roles. They will be very fascinating for them. They will easily pick that hero, and already Rafaela is so annoying, like with that slowdown and with that dash ultimate. Like it will be, and you're mentioning that she'll
Praise
be
the
adding up
stars.
another
And
skill,
your
just
team
like
is
similar
banning.
to Florine. So it will be a pain for the hypers and for the users out there.
According to me, if you ask me, Rafaela became super useful after the introduction of the flask of Oasis.
This time,
That um,
Your
the
team
choice is
is
item
mine.
banning.
has really impacted Rafaela's playing style. In the early game, she gets that healing ability. So I'm going to just cut the conversation on Rafaela. We've spoken a lot about Rafaela. However, we're not going to be seeing
Yeah,
any Rafaela coming in this game.
for sure, head.
Still
And we are
waters
seeing
run
the
deep.
Your
Tevisla pick.
team
Like
is banning.
Tevisla, I think we are seeing for the first time in this Victory Arena season 2.
Yes, as far as I can recall, this is the first Terisla.
Today
Having a
was
look at
the
the
first
chat right
day.
now, Avi, Slomi is supporting TNT. So we are getting some TNT fans pulling up in the chat.
A great team will always have their fans and their friends out there who are always there to support their team no
Your
matter
team
what.
is picking.
And that's what TNT fan users are actually doing it.
Certainly, it's always great to watch fans coming in, friends coming in to support their fellow members. This is why we're casting. This is what we are here for.
I believe fans are one of the most interesting things. Like they motivate at such a level that even the players feel so energetic. They try to give their best no matter they land up on a winning or losing side. But
So we're
if you
also
get
going to
if
be getting an NPCs fan coming here. Arjun Damanda supporting the NPCs. Sorry to cut you off, Avi, in the middle. Yeah, I just had to give Arjun
no
Damanda a shout
problem,
out here.
no problem
Your
head out there, and
picking.
we are seeing the
Your
Valentina
team
pick.
is picking.
So that nowadays Valentina pick, especially it comes up when we have a Carmilla as an opponent. Like I have seen 90%, 90 to 99% out there that when a
Hope will
enemy
find a
has a
way.
Carmilla pick, surely we'll see
Flawless elimination.
Valentina as
Your
a counter
team
pick
is
out there.
picking.
Certainly. Why are we seeing one in the jungle in this game? This is a little surprising for me to see.
I think
And
you
that
should
is
not
one
be
more ultimate
surprised
for
out there.
Valentina to copy.
What I'm noticing from the TNT side, like they can also make Havit as a hyper, or we will be seeing Havit as a gold laner out there.
I have a feeling Harith is going to be the gold laner in this game, and it is going to be a little difficult for Granger because of that amazing movement abilities that Harith has. It's going to be a little
I see
difficult for
lots of
Granger to mark him.
prey.
Personally speaking, I think so. It will be a beneficial part for Granger because after the update, Granger has got a lot of range. So until now, what I've seen is Granger is actually dominating against Habit. Like I played a few games against Habit using Granger, so that was pretty easy games for me. Like winning on a gold lane side, so let's see how this habit plays up. I think he got some another level of strategy out there. So we'll be entering into the land of dawn. The game is between NPCs versus Tenta Toxic. So, head, let me take a guess. Which team are you supporting out there?
I am not going to be supporting anyone in this game because I just want to see a fair and an exciting match happening here. I've been craving to see this sort of a match. Apart from that,
Welcome
in
to
the chat,
Mobile
I see
Legends!
um, Lomi is
5
asking how to
seconds till
increase
the
Nunu points.
enemy
The
reaches the
moderators are going to be
battlefield.
sharing that with you.
Smash
Along
them!
with this, at the same time, Lord Kenzo is
All
here.
troops deployed!
Avi and head combo casting is on fire. Thanks a lot, Kenzo. We appreciate all the support that you're shedding on us.
We
And
are
in fact, the
seeing
concept of
some
Nunu Point started with Kenzo. If the OG watchers, the OG fans of a Victory Arena might know how it started.
for sure head. And what we are in the land of dawn, and we can see Roger have already taken his blue buff. It will be interesting ahead how Balmond is going to execute this game. Like he is on a tanker side, he got that extra damage. Are we going to see a first blood on Phobius? Like they're actually pushing down the lane.
That was a surprise. They are going to be ganking the EXP lane to begin with, while the NPCs were trying to set up at the gold lane, but now they've abandoned that gank and now they are at the mid lane. That
It will
Khali
be
is there along with a mage and Carmilla along with their mage. What are they going to be doing next? Which side are they going to be rotating now?
it will be interesting to watch the battle between Roger and Balmond out there. Like both are the OG heroes. They have been in the MLBB for a very long time. So back to the basics, I guess.
First blood!
That Balmond missed his ultimate. Did I see that correctly?
Yes.
This is a fight happening on the top lane, and both the teams are putting it their all. Khalid barely making it out there. Carmela goes down in that fight.
That was a pretty good team fight coming up from the TNT side. They got the advantage. Unfortunate for NPCs that they couldn't get down the Khalid out there, but it's still not late. The turtle is up. Let's see who is going to win the victory battle. This will be pretty exciting out there.
Roger is going to be prioritizing his blue buff at the moment. He's going to get that HP regen also from those the gems that fall off. And that's what he's going for right now. Balmond is leaving his buff at the moment. He is trying to get the kills right there. Vexana goes down with Khalid, and Terizla makes out of that fight at a barely 0 HP. And we are going to be seeing a Balmond going down there. He was getting a little greedy, chasing that Terizla for the kill. You should never chase a Terizla because the lower his HP, the more sustainability he gets.
For sure, head. And actually, uh, greediness sometimes lead to the whole of destruction. Like I read this quote somewhere, and Tevisla is one of those. Like if you are chasing a hero like Tevisla, I don't know whether he'll get killed or not, but surely your side will get a lot of disadvantage.
We're going to be having a gank at the top lane there on Granger. That Herod survived, and so does the Granger. If you have a look at the items right now, Granger is gone for the Sky Piercer as his first item. Can he build the stacks up already?
He has already uh got one kill, so that's pretty interesting. I think so. Roger will be taken down out here.
Shut down!
Down
That
goes
was a
Roger.
pretty needed shutdown, actually. So a good side for the NPCs out there because Roger is down. Whereas if we can see Phobius is actually winning the lane on the bottom side.
Certainly, that is the case at the moment. Did the Bandar
Reminding you
status with
here,
you? Yep, yep.
reminding you about like we have the Valentina out there. So we are uh, considering Valentina as an underrated pick out there, but she is actually providing and doing a lot of damage. Like she got the extra alt of Carmilla every time she is stealing the alt of Carmilla, and that is creating a lot of impact in the team fights.
Certainly, I will never do the mistake of underestimating a Valentina pick on the opponent's side.
The
So the
TNT
team that
actually got a good combo. Like they got a good team fight combo. They got Tevisla. They have the alt of Tevisla. On top of that, they'll have Khalid out there. We are seeing a gang on Vexana, and Vexana has been taken down by Khalid. Pretty good initiate coming up. At the bottom, we have the Roger out there. Are we going to see a kill on Tevisla? For sure. Phobius is taken down. So that is a pretty good team fight and landing up on a positive side for the TNT.
we just have a look at that zoning from Khalid. Um, they might just secure this turtle if Balmond does not end up putting his retrimate. What a retry by Balmond! He steals that turtle away,
For
but at the
sure.
cost
He
of
is
losing their
activating every.
Roma.
We got many pretty fans out there in the chat. Can you help
Can
me
you see
read
the
out the
chat, Avi?
chats out there?
You want to go ahead and read the chats?
For sure, I would give this chance to you actually.
So you are actually the chat favorite at the moment right now. There is a debate between the people going on for you, supporting you. People love. We have a mixed opinions happening here. Arjun Damanda is shedding a lot of love for you. He loves your casting, so does Kenzo. But Jesus Christ, there's some different opinions right now. This is what it is right now. Let's get back to the game. Let's have a look at the top lane right now. Are we going to be seeing a gang from the blue side right now? NPCs might just jump in.
We are talking about the top lane, and there Phobius has been taken down by Tevisla. So a pretty good fight going on in the bottom lane, like between Tevisla and Phobius. That is one on one. Like if you are winning on a good note, then it's fine. But if you are winning with the team, that's a different stage out there.
Certainly, Avi.
I'm really excited that how Granger is going to execute the game. Like he got the farm, he is waiting for one more item, I guess. One more item, and then we will be seeing Granger into the team fights. And Granger can actually change the momentum of the game head. Let me tell you this. And
Certainly, let's see who is going to be getting this turtle right now.
this turtle will be very important. I think so. Granger will be up there after clearing the lane, and Roger is in no mood to start the turtle right now. He wants to get the kill of Granger, but unfortunately he couldn't. I think we are going to see a victory battle out there coming up. It will be very exciting that who wins this one. Just look at that Khalid all. Carmilla all running up into this. Tevisla was on top of that. Khalid has been
Double
taken
kill.
down. Tevisla going down. Have it. Oh my god, what's going on actually? The bloods are actually shedding through the map. I was so confused. My eyes were actually whipping here and there that how many alts were executed at that particular moment of time.
And there were all great ultimates happening here, but NPC shines off. They secure this turtle and they win this fight gloriously.
There was a second when I saw two Carmilla alls landing at the same moment of time. That was so fascinating to watch out there.
Just have a look. NPCs is trying to invade that jungle. They're going to be getting that red buff from the blues, from the red side.
I think so.
It looks
TNT are
good.
literally losing a little bit of momentum out there. Like they started off really well. Their team fights were at the right place. But after the second turtle, I am seeing a lot of momentum being shifted towards the NPCs.
Certainly, NPCs is filling up their shops now.
I'm pretty sure that they know that what hero combos they got. They are waiting for a mid game out there. Granger will be waiting out, and we are very excited out there. TNT needs to be very active because I want the fans actually like they should support their fans. Just come up, show up your team, support at that level that they get that energy and boost out in the map. TNT's
Certainly.
actually got a very good combo for sure. Like if you ask me, they just need to hold up. They need to have that patience, and they will execute it. Just look at that Roger. He is actually taken down. No matter what happens, Carmilla is down.
Mega
Khalid is down, Tevisla is down, and we are seeing a double kill by Granger as well.
It
Double
is a
kill.
wipeout for TNT, Avi. It is a wipeout. Team NPCs are getting a comeback right now. Let me come back to the chat for a moment, Avi. Jesus Christ wants you to have his babies. What is up with Jesus Christ today?
I think so. He is waiting for the perfect moment to get married out there. I think his age has come up that he wants to attain some kind of babies.
He specifically mentioned he wants you to have his babies, Avi. You got the big fans here, bro.
Uh, Getting back to the game head, like what did we saw that? Two team fights, two unlimited alls being executed at the same place. And actually, I'm very excited that this game is being shifted towards the NPCs right now. But I do have faith in the TNT. Like, I know they are capable of making a comeback. They have been known for such big comebacks. We have seen many comebacks in this Victory Arena Season 2. And I'm hoping that TNT should just hold up, wait for the perfect moment, and then gang up.
Certainly. Look at the Lord marching in from the mid lane. Granger trying to push that top lane. At the same time, Phobius is also pushing the bottom lane. They do not want to leave these turrets standing. They know after a few minutes, it is the turrets game.
The turrets will always have your back head, because if you have turrets with you, surely you are still holding up into the game. Because once the inhibit turrets are gone, surely the big level minions will be marching up, and those minions will actually hurt. That they will restrict you to come out of your base and get into team fights, because fear will always be there that minions can actually finish up the game, because minions are actually very powerful if the turrets are not there.
TNT is down to the last three turrets, while NPCs have only lost one of their turrets. They are having a dominant position on this map at this moment right now. And that Balmont gamble is actually playing off really well in their favor right now. The Roger is running from that Balmont. Terizla putting that ult in. That was a risky move. However, he manages to survive out there, gets back to safety.
That Carmilla's second skill actually was very good. Roger got that stunt, and Balmond almost killed Roger out there. I'm still hoping that we are going to get a comeback from the TNTs out there, because it's just a matter of one good team fight, and the momentum will directly be shifted towards the TNT, because they got that heroes that can actually deal a toxic as well as a very high level of damage.
Well mentioned, Avi. Let's pull up the items for now for a second right there. Let's see. The Balmond is going for a tankier build. It is going to be really difficult to shut down Balmond after a point of time.
How many sky pierces do we have had in the game? Like I'm already being able to see on Granger. Roger is not having any sky piercer. Haveth is not having. So surely only one sky piercer as of now. That too on Granger, and he is actually making use of that sky piercer out there.
Certainly, Avi.
I'm still excited that what is TNT plan, whether they are going to contest this lot or either they are going on a defending side out there. This is all about the mentality head. This is where your experience comes in. This is where your team combination comes up. That whether you need to be sure about taking or leaving. If you are leaving, so surely you should be on a defending pose out there, not to take any kind of fights. Just avoid the team fights right now. Kobe is going on the top lane side. He is making sure that the waves get at the same time, because the wave management is very important. TNT is trying to make it out. They are figuring out that how they are going to defend the Lord. I think so. They know that what they are going to do. It will be very important for Roger as well as for Habit to have a save come they get the Dawn Loud out there. Roger is low. Granger is actually bursting everyone. I think so. This can be a GG for the NPCs are out there. They already got shot down. Vixana is
Double
down too.
kill.
That's a good freeze coming up. Like from Valentina, are we going to see a comeback out? Was this the moment that the TNTs were waiting out there? A perfect gang, a perfect team fight coming out from the TNTs, and the trade is completely on 3-on-1. Surely they should focus on taking some turrets out there.
Certainly, Avi, that was a great defensive play from TNT. They executed that defending perfectly, and Team NPCs almost had a wipeout right there. And that Harith is still chasing that Balmond. Have a look at that. Can this Balmond survive? Oh, he
You
goes for the
don't go
freeze,
on
and he
one on
might just
one
survive
from
this.
Harith. You don't wanna go on one from Harith actually. Like I will never go for a one on one with this buffed Harith. Like it is actually shotting down every single tanky hero out there.
Certainly, but now both teams have their 5 man on the map. This is going to be anyone's game. The score is at 14-14. However, we're going to be seeing a gold spike on the NPC side. It's almost 5,000 gold, now increasing to 6,000.
Now it's just a matter of team fight head. The goal difference will not matter right now. If you get a good team fight out there, surely you will be on the winning side out there. And I think so. One more good team fight, and TNT will be back in the game. They are already 50% in the game, and one more team fight can actually bring them, and they can land up on the winning side.
That really can happen, Avi. But let's wait and watch how this game unfolds.
I think so.
As we're
Roger is
marching
doing.
towards the 17-minute mark, we're already on the 16. Let's see what is going to be happening as the Lord is going to be spawning in the next 15 seconds.
Roger is doing a fabulous work. Like he is making sure that one or two members of the NPCs are out of the team fight in order to clear that waves out there. And just look at that, Roger. He is actually forcing the bottom lane out there. He doesn't want to have a good trade during the Lord fight. He wants at least one or two players should be out of the team fights, and that minions are actually marching towards the bottom lane. Roger, I think we'll be seeing him in
That
the
Balmond
Lord
is
fight.
really out of position, Avi. Why is that Balmond so away from the Lord? That
You will
his team is
see.
right there, zoning there, holding a stronger position now, but they've lost it because the Balmond didn't show up and the Roger is now there.
This is where communication comes up. Like you need to be sure that if there is a push being done from the TNT side, who is going to hold up that line? Because when you got heroes like Roger and have it, you need to have a good and a strong EXP laner out there who is capable of clearing the lanes at the time.
Certainly. That Balmond was really out of position. I don't know what he was doing at that moment. He did not even clear the lane at the bottom side. And now TNT holding a very strong position for the Lord.
One more thing, what I might say, it's like NPCs are having their mind that they do not want to give the lot this time because they can see that TNT are actually forcing down the lane. They are on the push, so this lot can actually shift the momentum towards the TNT side.
Certainly. We're going to be seeing the Roger joining the fight anytime soon.
You will see the wolf coming out in the battlefield at any time head. And actually, that Granger is hurting very badly out there. His bullets are actually giving a threat towards to the TNT.
This is without the stacks at the moment. He is already on 14 stacks. Imagine if he build up those stacks.
Granger is that hero who is not only dependent on stacks but also a little bit of build will surely work for them. And I think so. Phobias is completely out of position.
Double
Look at
kill.
that anti coming up. What was that feeling from Phobius? Like he was literally 1 HP, and that actually boosted to 75 of it. Are we going to see a
Killing
GG's for the
spree.
It
NPCs
is
out
going to
there?
be the
For
GG.
sure.
It is going to
My
be super
God,
difficult to defend in 2v5 fight, and
like
with that Lord
I
marching
I
in,
don't think so.
super minions. It is
Can we see the
going to be
impossible
the end.
workout being done?
Double
I don't
kill.
think so. I think so. We are done with this game for sure. NPC is leading up in the winning side. That was a pretty good try coming from the Tenta Toxic, but that
Victory.
toxicity doesn't last in front of NPCs. So that was a good win for the NPCs. And I wish all the very best for the Toxic. It was great to have you guys out there, but your journeys end here. So, with this, we are done with the game and we'll be right back after a short break. So, stay tuned. And one more request to all the viewers out there to kindly hit the like and the subscribe button because our management team is actually doing a lot of efforts in order to execute this tournament for you guys. So, stay tuned and we'll be right back.
Hello, guys. Welcome back to the live. We are on the day 6, match 5 for the Victory Arena Season 2. With me is Avi. We are going to cast the last game for the today and the last round. So I think both the teams are ready. We are about to start in a few seconds.
Hi, Ifrit, what's up?
Avi, that game was very good. The last match that you and had casted. That match lasted for what, 17, 20 minutes?
For sure, that was very interesting game out there, and we are yet again into the drafting pick. The game is between
Sir,
Forward
what's your
Academy
command?
and
Your
Raj
team
Kunda
is
Dawn.
banning.
Like both the names are very tricky out there. I hope so. Raj Gunda Dawn have been prepared out there. They have been waiting for their game for a very long time. So I hope so. We are going to see a great game landing up into Land of Dawn out there from both the sides.
Yes, Avi, I do hope that as well. And with that, the Fanny band from the blue
Kill
side tells a
all
tale.
at
Your
once.
team
With
is
that
banning.
Saber band from the red team side, I think they're going to pick a Link or maybe a Haya. What do you say about that, how, Avi?
For sure, the two heroes which you mentioned, Saber is one of the counters for both the heroes. Hayabusa, we can see Hayabusa out there because it's in the meta. That hero got no buff, no nerf, so he's pretty stable out there to perform in the Land of Dawn. He's actually
My
doing very
mission
good.
is to protect
Your team
lives.
And
is
there we
banning.
go, Hylos ban. I was waiting for someone to ban a Hylos because
Light
Hylos
will
with his damage
Your
follow
is
team
into
is
very
banning.
good.
shadow.
And that Argus ban, I think the Rajguna Dawn is ready with their patch notes and they are looking for, what do we say? I think openings in the enemy team, or they have seen the profiles of the enemy team and decided, oh, let's ban Argus.
Surely, if it, I'm pretty sure that both the teams have gone through the profiles because there was a time slot where they were able to came across all the profiles. So surely they must have seen something. So Hylos actually, I feel a little bit of unstable hero. Like after you can play in the EXP as well as a tank role. So banning Hylos nowadays is not very good according to me. Like the heroes which have come
Your
up
team
such as
is banning.
Carry and Ballet out there. So pretty understandable. So let's see what we are going to see now.
The blue team
Who
has
said
missed a
there are no
ban.
shortcuts in
Was it
life?
Your
I
team
intentional or
is
literally
was
banning.
it
invented one.
miscalculated or some net issues? I have no idea about that. And we see a chip ban. Of course, the ban comes at a time when chip is buffed.
Butterflies
And we
born
have a
Your
by
team
Zuxian
is
pick
night,
away.
picking.
guided by
I
lantern's
just
light.
feel
You
like
think so?
shooting
That
something
would
from
be
time to
intentional.
time.
I hope. Are we seeing the Lala pick like that took just a few seconds? Like Lala was picked
Giraffe,
within 2 to 3 seconds outside.
go back to
Your
your
We
team
crib
are we
with
is
your
going to see a
banning.
minions.
Diggy out here or a Akai pick? If it, what do you think so?
I think an Akai pick would be much better than a Diggy pick, although Diggy and Zuxian can do a lot of CC
I
and
tell
damage,
it,
with
no
Diggy's second
invaders!
skill poking back the
Yeah!
enemy again and again, and Zuxian getting a second skill ready at all times, second and first skill ready at all times. It will be a chaos out there if they pick Diggy. Although I think a Akai ban is much better than a Diggy pick, considering that Leila's damage needs to be tanked out there.
Very well pointed out, Ifrit. I completely agree with you. And I'm pretty hoping that how is Layla going to play in front of Hayabusa. It is very important that Layla should not be built up because if that hero
I'm
gets the
bound by
early feed,
nothing.
Your
Just
surely
team is
you
family
are
and
picking.
going to
destiny.
see a very easy game for the Rajgunda Dawn side.
You should be ashamed for
Yes,
not
we
trusting
and
your
we
team
see a
is banning.
Eudora pick. So banning Saber has made Team Red pick Eudora. So they picked Haya, and Eudora has been picked to counter Haya, I guess.
That's a pretty good pick actually coming up because for Hayabusa you need someone who because Hayabusa if he doesn't
Malachi
have any
enters the
counter
Your
scene.
he
team
is
is
going to be
banning.
unstoppable out there and that's a very decent pick decent ban coming out from the Rajgunda Dawn side like they banned the Akai knowing that it is a
The
counter
Immortal One
of
chose me to
Tyquil
Your
vanquish the
but
team is
shadows
banning.
that
I'm still
plague this
reminding that
world.
Diggy is still open. Are we hoping? Can we hope for a Diggy pick out there?
I don't think a tricky pick
Hope
will
will
be there
find a way.
because their
Your
team is
team
going to
has
be too
asked for
squishy.
more.
I think you missed the Gushen pick on the team blue side. I think the Gushen will go the EXP lane. So I don't think they have the guts or the
Time to
resources
drop
to
the beat
take
of the
Your
on a
flash.
team is
diggy pick here.
picking.
I think so. Gushin will be playing as a gold
Demons,
laner out there
I shall
because we
be
are
Your
your
seeing
team
pretty
is
eternal
high
picking.
nightmare.
Gushin picks on the gold laner side. So that's a good pick in front of Layla, but only in the early game. Once Layla gets the late game, and if she gets a little bit of support from Tyquil and Eudora, surely Layla will be unstoppable in front of those heroes. Like 1 to 2 hits will be enough for her to finish out every single opponent because they are very squishy, just like you mentioned few seconds before.
When the body suffers,
I
the
agree with
spirit
you,
moves.
We see a triple assassin. It reminds me of the two assassin meta back in my
Your
days.
team is
We used to
picking.
play two assassins with 3-2-1 formation. I hope you remember that, Avi. You're
I
as old
surely
as I
do.
am.
Sure, I do. There was so many metas. Like there was, I still remember there were few strategies coming out, such as 1-3-1, 2-2-1, 1-2-2. Like there was so many strategies being executed in the game. Every single week, we came up with a new strategy, and especially. It's not two actually. If we take it on a serious note, it's three assassins. Like I consider Gushen as a assassin too.
Yes, Avi, agreed. And don't forget that three assassins will dish out a lot of damage
I'm
and can reach
born
out the
with
back lane,
talent.
that being the Eudora and Layla, very easily. Along with, don't forget, the Benedetta can immune Eudora as well as Tigreal out there if the cards are right in the blue team's corner.
You need to have a good fast hands out there, Benedetta. Surely the team is completely reliable on you. Your alt will be very crucial out there. And it will be interesting to watch that how Tigreal executes this game because there is no counter for him apart from Gato. So let's see. I'm hoping some pretty good alts coming out from Tigreal. Are we going to see a good follow up coming from Eudora?
Ah, same for me, Avi. But I would like to point this out that I just looked at all the spells and emblems out there. The Guinevere has Vengeance, not Flicker. So that's something new. But don't forget that Vengeance is not a good thing with Guinevere if you're going to go damage build. So I am assuming that the Guinevere is going to go semi tank or maybe a tank build with just one magic item.
Welcome to Mobile Legends!
We are back in the land of dawn
5
towards the
seconds
final
till the
game of
enemy
the day.
reaches the
That is
battlefield.
between Forward
Smash
Academy
them!
and Rajgunda Dawn.
All
For
troops
sure, if
deployed!
it's what you mentioned, I think so. Even Guinevere can go for a semi build out there because that vengeance actually needs that sustainability. And Guinevere is actually a good sustain hero if you get 1 to 2 defensive items on her.
I agree with you. And the both the hypers are going for their EXP buffs. And we see a flicker from Tigreal that was a miscalculated flicker, and that will be taken advantage by the mage of the team blue side.
This Zuxian will actually hurt. We can see a kill on Tyquil as well if Zuxian gains the mana out there.
Yes, but look at that Haya trying to secure his blue buff. I think the Haya will get to level 4 first, and Alucard will have a lot of different ways that he can counter him.
We can
But
see a first kill coming up on the mid lane, but that flicker was forced by Eudora out there. Hayabusa made sure. I think so. If he would had been level 4, we would have seen some other scenarios out there. We could have seen the first blood on Eudora as well.
yes, I know there's a gang going on top, but I'd like to appreciate that Benedetta dishing out damage on that Guinevere and immuning that jump from Guinevere. So this is something good on the Team Blue side. Look at that top lane, 3 versus 3. No, the two people, oh, the three people move out from that, and that's a good strategy considering that the turtle is going to spawn in the EXP side of the map. Look at that
Uh,
Gushin poking out Layla, taunting that Layla to come out.
that Tigreal is actually making sure that the Layla
First blood!
gets the early support, and we are seeing the first kill coming up on the first blood on Alucard. That was a very well executed kill coming from the Benedetta out there. She knew her position, she knew the skills that she had, and it was pretty much needed. And we can see the invasion out there in the map as well.
Yes, Avi, but I'd like to point out that Benedetta skill on Guinevere, that was a skillful Benedetta over there. Look at the damage from Gato and Haya combined. And do we think that we'll get
Killing
another kill? For
spree.
sure, we will get another kill. This will be an easy turtle for the team blue side. Three assassins are working for now, but they have to gang the gold laner. Look at that Gushin trying to give that Layla a damage. So that's something nice to see as well. They need to gang that Layla because the EXP side is doing perfectly well till now.
For sure, yes. And that's an easy turtle for the Pivot Academy out there. Rajgunda Dawn needs to put up some kind of Gunda Gai out there in the map in order to gain the momentum out there.
Mega kill.
Agreed. Look at that. That was a perfect execution, and that follow up was pretty immaculate. I must say that. So right now, the Eudora is trying to get to the EXP lane, but I think this will not pan out well for Eudora if she doesn't back up or the team doesn't follow. But I do see that Alucard following her, but she goes away. I don't see this rotation very well.
That will be a pretty good contest between Alucard and Benedetta. Like Benedetta is one of
Double
those heroes
kill.
who can actually go for one-on-one. Are we going to see a kill on? For sure, means that was outplayed by Benedetta. That was a complete, like, they planned to kill Benedetta, but in return they got the return gift
Avi,
from
I like to point
Benedetta
out.
as well.
I'm sorry to cut you out, but there was a gang going on top, which was very well executed from the team blue side. The Zukshin taking out that Layla um and that tank is now having issues. If the Oh, he is saved by that mana issues of Zukshin. Otherwise, that would have been a kill out there. Look at that Benedetta cutting the lane so deep into the enemy side of the map. This will allow her to get
Benedetta
out of
actually
lane.
got the momentum.
Yes, and that rotation is needed. That's what is expected out of Benedetta.
So if it like now, what I would like to prefer for the Rajgunda Dawn is just play safe. Don't try to engage in any. The AOG
Godlike.
landing up on the red buff of Alucard out there. Godlike for Benedetta. I think so. The Pivot Academy have actually learned good skills from the academy out there, and they are executing those kind of learning out there in the battlefield, and they are winning right now.
Yes, that Zukshin's poke ability is helping them out in the early game, and they need to keep this momentum going on in order for them to win. Because Layla is getting farmed. Look at that Layla trying to get that farm, so they need to catch Layla more. Although she has died two times, but still, I believe that Layla can make this game turn around.
Legendary.
And that Benedetta,
Layla is capable if it
yes, the Layla is capable, but
for sure.
Benedetta, I stand for that matchup. That Benedetta is doing so good.
Shut down.
Finally, a shutdown, but that was a shutdown based on turret's damage, and that Haya will take that kill easily. No mistakes from that Haya. I think the blue buff will go to the Haya as well. There's no follow up from the red team side or securing the blue buff. That Alu is late, and that Layla is going to take down two turrets, maybe. If okay, that Layla flickers away, but that was a bad move from the
For
Gatapacha
sure.
side.
Layla is actually winning the lanes. Layla is winning the lanes out there. A good
And look, that
Layla
was
is that hero that can.
that Lena got melted out there. Did you see that damage? That's what happens when you feed a Benedetta. A good Benedetta can dish out a damage like no other. Plus, that was a perfect execution from the Team Blue side. I am sorry for babbling um, more about Benedetta, but my god, that Benedetta was doing God's work over there.
You are not babbling if that Benedetta actually deserves all the appreciations out there. Like she is showing some kind of extraordinary gameplays, and I think so that will be a shutdown on Zuxin as well. Alucard secured the first kill of the match in the 7th minute of the game. So. it's just important that keep your Layla safe. Just look at that damage from Layla. She has started melting out, and once she gets 1 to 2 items, surely we will see some other momentum in the game.
Completely agree with you. And don't forget that the blue team side doesn't have a marksman, so it will be very difficult for them to, carry on this momentum in the late game. Plus, don't forget that all the members of Team Blue are very squishy. So Eudora, Layla, as well as Alucard can melt them very easily if given the right time and the
I
skills.
just saw that malefic gun on Layla being out there. So surely Layla has started. The AOG landed on the wrong spot out there. We can see a shutdown on Gato as well. Just what was that actually? That
Killing
melting up
spree.
from Benedetta actually just took a frequent of second to melt down
Double
Layla.
kill.
She melted out that Alucard as well. That damage from Benetta is OP.
We are
That
in
higher.
the 8 minute, like it has just been 8 minutes, and if you can see the goal difference as well as the kill difference, it's 28, and the goal difference is almost going to be about 5k. So a pretty good game being executed by the Pivot Academy. They are putting some extra class of strategies out there. They are putting a good scenarios of the skills. So that's pretty interesting out there. I think so. Layla will be in trouble out here, but surely that
No,
flicker
she
helped her
flickers
out.
away.
That's a good stun coming from Tyquil, but sure,
So, Avi, I would like to point
kill
out
for
that.
Layla. That's pretty much needed. You need to get.
Yes, Avi. So, I am seeing the chat, and someone in the chat is saying that your voice is so laggy. So, I am not sure on my end, the lag is not there, but if there is some lag, Avi, I'd like to, check your mics and everything.
Sure, I will surely have a look on my mic as well as on the internet connection.
That
But
is a
out
very good
there,
team fight. Look at that Alu and Benedetta. The Benedetta deals a lot of damage, and that Gatukacha tanks a lot from the Alu card as well as Eudora over there. Look at that tank giving the ulti. Finally, the Guinevere can ult, but I don't think it's going to do a lot of damage because of her build.
Benedetta is actually playing so well. Like she deserves all the appreciations out there. She is entering in a 3v2 scenario. Just look at that confidence out there from Benedetta. She is making sure for sure that unfortunately Benedetta was down, but hats off to the gods. She was so sure about that confidence out there. So surely we are seeing some extraordinary gameplay from Benedetta. Like I'm really impressed with that player.
Yes, Avi, but also remember, I think the Benedetta's goal was not to kill, but to force them to give out the turret over there, and which the team blue was successful for.
I just saw another critical build on Layla. Like every single build is raising up my heartbeat because Layla will surely make sure and make them pay if she survives till 1 or 2 minutes more.
I think Avi, the Gushen pick would have should have been avoided, considering that the Gushen is not giving much, um, let's say, teeth to the blue team side. Just 2 kills and 4 deaths is not a good sign for him. He could have easily dominated Layla in the early game, but that was not the case. The team's back is being carried by Benedetta at the moment.
That's a good point that you just made, and I completely agree that Gushin gameplay would have been a little bit different. He must have went for a little aggressive gameplay. No matter Layla was getting the support from Tigel, but a Gushin user should know when to enter and when to get out of the team fight. Hayabusa showing some extraordinary skills out there. He is dashing around the map. Just look at that Layla range. He has actually started melting out,
Double kill.
and we will be seeing a double kill for Zuxin. We can see a triple kill as well. But a good follow up from Benedetta. She's making sure to get Alucard out of the map, and surely I think so she will be able to do it for sure. All the two players are very low. They can get another kill out there.
That was the miscalculation on Tigreal's part. The Tigreal just
Killing
used
spree.
conceal as well as his second skill, so that was a very bad combo. The Tigreal should have retreated with that conceal over there. I think the red team might lose their mid turret. If
The Raj Gunda's downside is actually lacking a little bit of coordination with their team. Even though they got heroes like Taigvale and Eudora, they are unable to put down a good team fight out there. Like now, what the only suggestion which I would like to give them is just protect your backliners, protect that Layla, and surely she will get you on the winning side.
agreed with you, Avi. And I would like to also point out right now that I see three Sky Piercers, two of them being 20 stacks each, and the Alucard stacks is just two. I think Alucard can sell that Sky Piercer as of
Typers.
now.
In fact, fun if I tell you, if it today morning I was just playing a classic game and I saw a Sicilian user who had a stack of
Killing
one
spree.
and he was putting that Scorpio till the
Shut
end of
down.
the game.
Mega kill.
Avi, I think the players need to understand the job of the Sky Piercer. If you're not getting any kills, just leave it at B. Look at that minion pushing down the top lane. This is going to be
Shut
very tough for
down.
the
Double
uh,
kill.
blue team to defend the minions. And think the Gushen has just given up. He's standing in there well. So this might be a turnaround for Team
Are
Red.
we this the comeback that we were waiting for? I think
Ye-
so. Gushin net is not working or what? I'm not sure about that, but surely will come to know. And I think so. The Raj Gunda Dawn is back into game because now is the late game. If it and now we will be start seeing that Layla coming out. She will be out of the way every single time now.
Look at that Layla poking the Zuxian over there. And Benedetta is making her moves going to the back lane. I think the ideal situation would have
I
been
think
that
so.
she would.
Hayabusa will be taken down for sure. It was a bad move to come
Oh
out.
my
Benedict is
god.
making sure Layla is
That
in no
Tail
mood.
saved the Layla by using his ult. That was a
I
very
think
good
so. This can be the end of the game if this lands up. I think so. Gushen is facing some serious network issues
network
out there.
issues. I agree with you. And I think this is the end. The Layla hitting the base out of the range without the minions.
Is
The
this
cushion just
like
moving
this is one of
away.
the best comebacks I have seen in this season? Like you are losing the whole game and it just took you 2 minutes to make a comeback out there. For sure, the Rajgunda Dawn actually ended on a godly and on a Dawn side, but it was not a very
Victory.
impressive gameplay, but still they managed to win it. Uh, Hats off to that Layla who was stable, patient, and very calm towards the whole game. She took the game away from the Povert Academy, but I would like to appreciate a special mention to that Benedetta user. Like she was very good. Unfortunately, she couldn't end up on a winning side, but this was the end for the Pivot Academy journey. The Rajgunda Dawn will be into the next round. So with this, we are done with the day 6. All the games have been done. And I would like to thanks all the viewers out there who came, showed their love and support. And before leaving, if you have not hit the like and subscribe button, do it, and we'll be back again with the next day out there. So, surely have a great night and wish you all the very best.